Hi, I'm going to tell you a positive story about adoption on a birth mother's side, because all that I ever hear is, oh, boo-hoo, wham, 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 wham. It's not all bad. Everyone's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry. It's a great thing. It's amazing. Everything about my personal adoption story is great. I know that there are problems with adoption, like a lot of people have a really difficult time with it. But right now, everything is great. She has amazing parents, and I see her, and it's all great. But when I was 13, I found out that I was pregnant, and I didn't tell anybody until 7 months. At 7 months, my boyfriend had moved to Washington, and I was in California, and we stayed together, and so naive, and my mom found out on her own because I was getting a belly bump, and my mom was not happy, and she cried, so I went in to get an abortion in the first place. I believe in abortion. It's okay if you don't. I understand people's views, but I wasn't able to get the abortion. It was too late, and I knew that, but I just didn't want to tell my mom, and because I love my mom and our relationship's really close, and I didn't want to lose her. And so I told so we went in for the abortion, and it didn't happen, and I got a packet for the agency, and it was amazing. It all went great until, well, when I called the agency, it all went great, and they sent me packets of families, and I had 2 families bail out on me because of my grandma had bipolar, and she passed away, and I feel like that's a really big reason why people don't want my child, didn't want her, because it was for mental illness reasons and addiction reasons. But I personally think that every family has that in it somewhere. And so when I was 2 weeks from my due date, I found these parents. My mom actually found them, and she said that she looked like Exene from a band, and my mom just like freaked out. She's like, this is the family. I was not looking for news anchors. I was looking for people who looked regular. Like, not regular, but people that actually looked like they're people, not like they got airbrushed to get this stupid picture taken. And so my mom found them, and I called the counselor because I was doing it on my own at first. I was calling the parents directly, but instead I called the counselor, and I had the counselor call me, and that same day my counselor got back to me, and she said, do you want to talk to her in a week? And I said, of course, that sounds great. But her mom now was so excited. She's like, no, I want to talk to her now. I want to talk to her now. So they called, and it was great. It was a perfect, like, we agreed on everything, and I just knew. And we met 2 times. One time so that they could just meet me and my parents, and then another time I flew my boyfriend down, and they met him, and I just thought it was like they were just amazing human beings. And so then I had her, and they were there the whole time, and but I didn't have them in the room when I gave birth to her, but like 2 seconds afterwards they got the skin-to-skin contact because I didn't want her to have that bond with me. I wanted her to have it with her mom. And as I see it, it's such a positive thing because she's going to have such a great, like, of course she's going to have problems. Everybody has problems, but she's going to have like a good life, and she's going to have her parents together, and that's my plan anyways. Like, that's what I want for her. And so it's such a great thing, and I feel like a lot of people think it's so sad for the people who are adopted, and a lot of the time adopted kids like get put into places where they shouldn't be. But I know that her parents love her so much, and I love her too, of course, and I adore her, and she's just like my world. And I see her, well, right now, because she's 8 months old, I get to see her about every 2 months. A month ago I saw her twice in a month, but I see her once in a while, and it's great. Her biological father isn't able to see her, unfortunately, but he will be. He just needs to get the money to come down. And they're in California as well. I'm not going to state a location, but they are just great people. They love her with all their heart. Like, her parents have not stopped smiling, and they just haven't. And I did it for her. A lot of people have the misconception that I did it for myself, so that I wouldn't have, like, the teen, like people talking behind my back. I got talked behind my back anyways, and it would have been less bad had I kept her. And again, it tore me up because I wanted her to, like, know me, and it really scared me because I didn't know if she was going to know me, but she is going to know me, so it's really good. And it's not like I didn't want her. It's not that, and I don't say I gave her up for adoption. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you gave her up for adoption, and I'm like, no, I placed her. I don't know, because it just sounds better, but I did give her up, I guess. And she is the most amazing little thing in my life, but she doesn't need to be with me. I wouldn't be capable of providing her college. I wouldn't be able to tutor her. I wouldn't be able to help her with homework. Nothing. Her parents have master's degrees. They're freaking amazing people, and I just can't say enough about them. And they take really good care of her, and I love and adore them. I just can't say enough. And it's a really, really positive thing. It's not negative, and I don't like when people are like, oh, you did a great thing, but I'm so sorry. That's nice, you're being empathetic, but I'm not sorry because she's right where she needs to be. She's at home with her family, and she's meant to be there. She's not meant to be with me. I'm not natural with her. I get scared, and it's just not good. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that because a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about open adoption or adoption in general. So, thank you.